Well, well, well. We are up again with more of this, whatever it's called, action. I don't know. World of Warcraft? Hardcore? Classic? Whatever you want to call it. It's a thing. It's very much a thing. Before I do anything, I have to quickly do the usual thing and make it so YouTube knows what I'm doing. So we'll change that to World of Warcraft Classic. And it will tell me that, and then I'll save it, and then everything will be hunky McDory. Probably. And apparently I'm getting messages. Now, my bitrate seems to be a bit off at the moment for some reason, but that's alright. Got that working, that's good. Let's make sure I've actually got things going on here. Why do people just keep messaging me? Seriously. Ah, dear. Okay. Practice locks are no good for me. Stop messaging me. Seriously. So sometimes people cannot do things on their own. So what we'll do is we'll go guide. Okay. Let's see, what can we do today? I need to get an ore sample. I need to go up there. Unrefined ore sample shouldn't be too hard to get. And there's a bunch of other stuff. Alright. Now, hopefully I can have a minute to actually do things. And thank you for following on Twitch, Mr. Soda Poppin'. Let's see. What can we do? There's a lot of stuff I can do down there. There's Test of Faith, which I can do. Try and find the guy for the assassination plot. So there's a fair bit we can manage. Have to be very careful when it comes to jumping off this thing. And it would seem that I am a little bit low on durability. That's alright. So I can head up here and I can do some of that. I'd like to try and get the ore sample first. I've got to take a thing to over there. Let's head up to the northern part of 1,000 needles. Let's see what we can do. As for these ones, you've got to climb onto the rocks way up there and try not to fall off. I'll see what we can find. See what we can find. Now. Be 1 second again. There we go. Just need to quickly see if I can fix something on here. Whispers. So there's just something I want to see if I can fix so that this doesn't come up like that. So we want to get rid of that because is that in here that I got rid of that? I think so. Alright. Alright, let's see. All right, let's see. See if we can actually find what we're looking for. There is the guy that is the assassination plot guy as well. Don't know where that person is. Well, other than patrolling about the place. Okay, so he can come across any time here. All right. but we shall keep an eye on that. Because that always seems like a good idea. We'll go hand this quest in. I should get another quest to actually kill... what is it? Earth elementals up here? If I remember correctly. Which I probably don't. It's quite probable I do not remember things correctly, because I never do.
What brings you here? Be careful.
Oh, it's the Incendiar Agave one. That one really sucks. At least can really suck. Still got plenty of food, so that's fine. I do have a bunch of herbs now, because I do have a second character that I am actually herbing on. So that means I get a bunch of extra shit. It is good, but I need strangle kelp and things like that. And fire oil and... yeah, so it's helpful, but sort of not at the same time. But oh well. Steel snap is a lot of the time somewhere along here as well, but I'm not too concerned about that. I mostly want to try for this one, the unrefined ore sample. Can also go for the high perch wyvern eggs as well. That's normally pretty cruisy a quest. Let's try and find these little trog-like buggers. Get ourselves some unrefined ore. Galak Mauler, eh? You're going to get in my way? Of course you're going to get in my way. Here's me without any poisons on my swords yet. At least you run away in a useful direction. And apparently there's a cat in a Wookiee box. So there you go. So basically we've got a bunch of Lego here. And my wife's cat decided he needed to climb in one of the empty Lego boxes. Because he does that. He's a cat. Cats climb in everything. Okay, this ore sample quest is being very deceptive. It said it was supposed to be up here, but it's clearly not. But look somewhere else.
It's too far
And give me your stuff. Well, let's continue on. Go up to the next area where they're supposed to be. Come on. Oh, right. Cougar. You know what I should do? I should actually put poisons on my weapons. That would be a really good idea.
Not enough.
Yeah. See, I say that, and then I just keep running along like a freaking idiot, don't I? Of course. I need to level my poisons, actually, so I actually do need to make more. More poisons. More poisons make the world go round. What do we have over here? We've got bruiseweed. Bruiseweed is good. We've got pest to hide snarlers and stuff. That's less good. There's some king's blood too. That's also good. There's a gravel snout digger. I'm going to have to fight at least this pest to hide, I think.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, of course, you're just going to come at me. It's fine. fine, just fine. Where's the bruiseweed? The bruiseweed's back there. Most important thing, the bruiseweed. I need that for one of the recipes I currently have. Yeah. Oh, the digger's over here now. That's good. Come and play.
Not enough. Can't do that yet.
What the... Ah. That was annoying. But that's not an unrefined ore sample. That's a snap fine watermelon. How am I supposed to use that as an ore sample? Very, very unhappy. Come on. You know that's not what I was after, Mr. Whatever you were. Gravel snout digger thing. Why is there only one? Why would a gravel snout be, like, perfectly safe wandering around somewhere like this? That doesn't make any sense at all. They'd be in a rather large amount of danger, no matter where they are. Because they are terrible. We'll head this direction. There should be another one that way. It's probably not stealthing everywhere or riding everywhere. It's the fact I've got to stop and fight every damn thing on the planet that I come across. I don't have enough energy as well, apparently. Which is always a bummer. I do prefer to have enough energy, but apparently I don't. That, though, I think is just, you know, my way of being. I exist without enough energy. I don't know how sometimes, but it is the way of things. Now what I'll do is I'll just head up to the high perch wyvern area, I think. Kill them for a bit. Get some eggs. See if we can then come back and find the diggers again. I mean, at the moment, I'm sort of powering through the leveling a little bit. Oh, crap. I don't want to fight two things. I don't want to be slowed either. That's just annoying. Well, he may actually have the thing, so that's something. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to kill you. Killing him is actually, this one's the easier part than killing the doggo thing. And we'll have something to eat. I'll have something to drink, because I've got water here. It's one of the annoying things about playing at the time I do on one of these servers. You don't tend to have the best lighting because it's night, according to the server, so it's dark. And then I press evasion because that's helpful at times like these. Oh. And what I'm not going to do, especially now that I've managed to hit evasion and ruin a 5-minute cooldown, is I'm not going to fight Steel Snap. Steel Snap has an escort of 2 other ones, and if I had Blade Flurry, which in 1 turn I can get, and I had evasion up, I could probably kill him. And then, you know, vanish. Vanish like a fart. But no. That is not a thing. Not at the moment. So, what level is he? 18 Orc Hunter. So Sheesh, not a bad leveling level, that one. Let's see. Let's we're doing a lot of main hand hitting here. 19 charges user. Really get those poisons into them. Let's head up for the high perch wyverns. So sprints have got a bit of about a minute cooldown. Evasion's got almost 2 minutes. I've still got 5 swiftness potions, so it's not like I'm high and dry if things go a bit south. These guys do tend to do a bit of poisoning, so I've got to watch out for that. I can't pick their pockets, of course, because they're beasts. It's a real bummer. I want to do more pocket picking. Means soon I'll have to go and fight the Dark Cloud. I think they're Dark Cloud guys. Is that what they're called? Yeah, like the ones up in the, where I need Arnax's hoof and that sort of thing. Now, here's the realities of the place. Hell. Well. Realities of hardcore. You will die to falling in a dungeon when you fall into a swarm of enemies, unfortunately. Who's this? Fucking night elves, man. Night Elf Hunter. There we go. Nothing like sneaking up on stuff. Sneak up on it, kill it, it's all good.
I don't have enough energy.
Wish the hunter would go away though. But oh well. I must have still been poisoned when I went into stealth then. That's no good. That wyvern must have decided to respawn while I was standing next to it. That's also no good. Just try not to fight more than one at a time. I'm not confident in my abilities to fight multiples of them. Yep, that's gone. Let's bandage up. What's that? So the problem with this quest is that the nice thing about it is there's lots of stuff to kill while you pick up the eggs. Having people around means there's a lot less stuff to kill, which means I get a lot less experience. That makes me a bit sad. So I actually quite like the hunting and killing part of the game. It's, for me, it's a big part of what I do. if there's too many people around, it makes sort of life a little bit too easy. Then I get bored and then I start doing dumb things. Not that I necessarily need to be bored to start doing dumb things. I can just start doing dumb things. I'm sure I will demonstrate that many, many thousands of times. How's my life looking? Looks alright. Damn it. At least gives me one more, what is it? Combo point. Yeah, you're not going to beat me, High Perch Wyvern Consort. None shall beat me. Where are we? I am taking a fair bit of damage from these guys, though. Generally, it's a little bit better to be fighting things a bit further below your level than right on your level. But when needs must, not that needs must really at the moment. Poisons are the worst, though. I do hate being poisoned. Various other things. Bleeds and whatnot. Always are annoying. Can't go back into stealth. Can't do this, can't do that. Can't wave your penis at passers-bys in public. Not when you're poisoned. And I still think it's illegal at other times as well. I'd have to have that confirmed, though. Apparently, even doing the helicopter on your own roof is illegal. Hey, what the hell? It's my roof. I should be able to do a helicopter on top of it if I want. I don't know. Craziness of laws in this world. Not enough energy. Not enough High Perch Wyvern life left. Yes. Yes. I just need your eggs. It's okay. I'm sure nobody will notice if I take a few.
I'm out of range.
I mean, who really wants to keep their eggs anyway? You know, what are you going to use them for? I mean, I'm going to make an omelette. Not that I like omelettes, you know. I just like being cruel. Because I'm an awful, awful person. It's all part of my charm, you see. Though I don't think being a cruel and awful person is actually particularly charming. But, you know, it's always possible. Just got to find the right cruel and horrible person to agree with you, and there you go. Good to go. One more High Perch Wyvern egg. Here, eggy, eggy, eggy. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Aha. Oh, he managed to poison me in that half a second. And I've used up all the poison on my man hand. There you go. Take this egg. Needed this egg. Very important one. Had to be this one. Couldn't have used a different one. I'll put instant on here. Alright, so we've got our eggs. There's that up there. Let's kill this wyvern. Could technically stealth past, but where's the fun and experience in that?
Not enough.
If you don't kill a thing, you don't get experience from it. It's the way it works. Incendiary Cave is really annoying. I'm thinking... I'd like to do the other quest, but I don't know if there's many things. I think because you got to kill that dude, the Arnak Grim Totem, and you got to get the secret notes. But I don't have any other quests for up there. I'm sure I thought there was one to kill a certain amount of the various entities that you come across along your way. Otherwise, I could just essentially stealth it. Which I couldn't be bothered doing. I like killing things along the way. It's what you're supposed to do. It's a killing things game. In the end, whoever has the largest pile of bodies that they can show for their work, they're the winner, right? That's how it works. My pile of corpses is bigger than yours, therefore I win. I do tend to kill a lot of the random stuff I come across as well. I figure all these green stuff they've got in there are... You call it a health bar. I prefer to call it an experience bar. Drain away their experience bar and you absorb it. Turn it into your power. It's the idea. It's the whole aim of the game. And when you've absorbed enough, you're good. I think we will go climbing up hills and stuff. And we'll go and... get the secret notes, and we'll kill Arnak. We're not going to rescue the person. I hate escort quests. That's just who I am. Let's have a look. Almost nobody on in the guild. We don't really have much of a guild. Oh yeah, there's almost 20 less members than there used to be. Not a very big guild, this, and no one really hangs around in it. And that's fine. I probably won't as well for particularly long. It was just something to to have a guild name on my head for a little while, so that I'd stop getting random guild invites. Oh, there's a dwarf rogue. I like dwarf rogues. I think they're probably the best race for a rogue. All these poisons and stuff, much less of a problem. Get a few poisons on you, you just use stone skin, gone. Got a bleed on you, stone skin, gone. You want to know where lockboxes are? You turn on your find lockbox thingies. Find treasure, I think it's called. Treasure is found. Ooh, hello. That's good. He shouldn't be parrying so much. So there is an assassination plot afoot. There we go, one assassin note. Now let's head back up this way, because it's not that long a trip. And that will be complete. And that is a free XP on my trip to level 30. I've almost made it. I'm almost 30. And unfortunately, that's not even halfway. halfway is, I think they've worked it out, halfway is about level 47. Mathematically. Is when you're at about the halfway point of your XP and all of that sort of stuff, when they work out the various ins and outs of it. Which is a bit shit, but yeah,
What
you know,
brings you here?
as long as you're killing stuff, it's fine. So you got to protect him. I'm going to take it, and we're going to go straight into stealth, so that we don't have to fight them all at once. So I'm only going to sort of protect him, basically. So nobody else is helping him, other than me, of course. But this way, he might live, and I don't have to fight 3 things at once. This is very important, to not have to fight 3 things at once. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to live through this. How's he doing? Not too good. Oh, maybe he will. Maybe he will. There we go. He lived. Look at that.
Well met.
That's exactly the same as what I currently have. So I'm going to take the male ones because they tend to vendor for more.
You're back. I have just the thing for you.
So I've seen when sometimes what happens is all 3 mobs just attack the person that started the quest, and they're all alone. Then they die. Having the ability to stealth at the start of it, so that that's not a thing, is really good. Really good. So that's what I like. It's what I like. Where are we at? We're here. Yay! Or are we not here? I don't know. Who's where? If I'm here, you're there. Indochina is somewhere around here. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. Alright, so we're going to go up the hill. We're going to try not to fall off. That is actually the most dangerous thing that's going to be up the hill. Because I have a special secret ability that nobody's ever seen. That means the mobs up here that are in multiples are going to be no problem at all. Secret ability. Even the devs don't know about it on World of Warcraft. It's new and secret thing called stealth. But shh, don't tell the mods. Don't tell them. They'll take it away from me. And they'll just turn me into a warrior. That'd be no good. Then you'd see how somebody dies at a low level.
I don't have enough energy.
Could almost be interesting seeing me attempt to tank. Almost interesting, but not really. We shouldn't get too carried away with that idea, really, because me tanking would just be awful. Because my situational awareness is pretty bad most of the time. So yeah, let's not do me tanking. Let's do me very careful on the bridges, though. Whew. It's funny, you know, generally, if I'm playing WoW, things like being up on these things don't bother me at all. Like, I actually don't mind heights in general as a thing. But the weird thing is when you're actually playing this and you're like, okay, I'm running along the edge of a cliff. It's like, oddly enough, I almost get those feet tingles you get when you look down from a height. You know? And normally I don't get that. Might be just because in this case I'm actually like, I don't really want to die. Ooh, a lucky charm. What a lucky charm does for me.
Not enough energy.
Absolutely nothing. Literally just vendor trash. Ah, crap. Excuse me, you two. Please don't fight me. I'm just going to hide from you. You guys, you just keep doing your thing over there. There we go. And that does remind me, what I should do is actually swap my poisons around. So we'll put crippling on main. Hey, cool, I can stay stealthed when I'm putting poisons on. I didn't actually think that worked. There you go. Brilliant. Swap poisons over. Still stealthed. We're good to go again. Back to sneaking and stabbing. Slight concern that I managed to do that on both of them, but oh.
Can't do that yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
These three all seem a bit too close to each other. So I'm just going to stealth past. Oh good, fourth one's come along. So what we'll do is just do these ones and we'll just stealth past. And we're going to go to Aranak, what did you say? Aranak Hoof Totem. Thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. I'm going to go to Aranak Hoof Totem. I'm going to call him Hoof Totem because I don't know what the rest of his name is. It's only polite to tell people to you know, to make sure you use first and last names in these things. It's always best to be polite. Excuse me, sir, I'm just going to come past. Again, the wonders of stealth. He will actually, I think he patrols back this way. So that one will still be a problem, but you know. It's one of those things, a lot around here, you just don't want to get too much into a panic situation. And do anything silly. Luckily, I don't panic too much, but I'm very prone to doing the silly. Whatever the silly thing may be. There's a good chance at some stage, oh really? Alright, gotcha. Bandits are terrible and annoying. And I don't like them. Okay, Artanic Grim Totem. So what we want to do is, while he's over there, let's grab this one. There we go. Stops him from getting in the way. You two look over there for a second. I need to rob both of you. I need to sap you, and I need to kill you. Oh, I'm glad I'm not near the edge. There we go. I'll tell you what, that one that's crying needs to stop doing that so much. It's not a good look. I don't like getting too much close to the edge. There's that foot tingling thing I was telling you about. Just go on that close. Just sort of start getting the boogie boogie boogie. There we go. Now, I'm not going to do the escort quest, so... let's just sneakily head back across here. We're going to head across to the main one over there, so that we can get these secret notes that we've got to get. Now we'll just sneak past you. Take your pocket change while we're at it. That's fine. It's just, that's a normal thing. Stealing from people as you sneak past them is perfectly normal. And happens in all. That's good. But that's okay. We've made it through there. We've made it through that part of the gauntlet. I'll let this one get a bit more on the bridge here. Now we'll stop them. Steal from them. Kill them. See, at least if you were fighting things, if you were an actual assassin up here. G'day, Mr. Nuclear Dodo, how are you? So if you're actually fighting things up here, and it was an actual thing, at least you have somewhere to put the bodies. Way the fuck down there. So this would even be a really good spot for it, because they'd end up in the hot spring. You'd never see them again. It'll be great. No worries. Job's a good un. All sorted. Come on. Get up the thing. Master thief. Can't even climb a thing. Hi. Let's just kill you. Because that just seems like the smarter thing to do. Excellent. Glad you're doing well. Come on. Yes, you can try using your healing ward. There's no healing to be done here. Healing's just rude. It's good to kill the humanoids. Lots of extra things that you can possibly get from them. Oh no, I'm just a dapper ninja. I'm the one that will sidle up to you in a party, say hello, how are you? I'm glad you're well. Excellent, and then I would walk away and we'd have a nice conversation. You'd think, what a lovely fellow. What's this pain in my chest? And then you'd fall over dead. Wouldn't even know it was me. But I'm the gentleman ninja. The gentleman ninja. That's why I always wear a suit with my mask. But I'm not doing too badly. My body's starting to recover after having to work so much. And actually do things while I'm at work. It's just terrible. They want me to do the things I'm paid to do at work. Like, what kind of job place is that? It's just awful. It's like a form of slavery. Well, I shouldn't really compare myself to slaves, actually. No, slavery is much more awful. But anyway, that aside, overall I'm not doing too badly. I don't know where I'm going with all that. I know my brain just sort of doesn't stop and takes me down bad roads all the time. We shall see if we can make it to level 30. We are almost there. Hopefully, if I don't fall off this place, I can make it to level 30. I want to kill this guy as well. Just watches me butcher his friend and just sort of stands there. No, I don't want to get involved in that.
Not enough.
It's just no good. It's not good camaraderie. Let's open our lock boxes. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't open by itself. I've got to do it for it. I'm just sitting here staring at it like, why didn't it do a thing? I don't understand. Damn it. I have far too many spells that hurt heavily. It's not good. It's bad for my face. Oh, I completely screwed up my keystrokes there. What the hell? Went to kick him, instead I used my finishing move. Then I got the kick in and it was too late anyway. So much failure in one little fight. Well, oh, that's right. I think there's one that's... I remember this now. It's actually one that's stuck in there. Its spawn point is like screwed. They fixed that in like later patches, like I think around Burning Crusade it was now fixed, but until then, if it aggroes you, you just end up staying in combat for ages, and it's a real pain. Oh, yep, that worked. Rule number 1 of staying stealthed. If you want to optimize your stealthing ability, make sure you stand on a fire when walking into anywhere. Yelling in pain and catching fire makes you extremely hard to detect. This is the things I'm going to be teaching people when I open my own school of ninjutsu. When I'm level 60. The true secrets of ninjutsu. Yeah, there you go. He's actually fallen underneath now. There you go. He'll be right now. He's fine. He's no longer part of the bridge. He's now just under the bridge, defying the laws of gravity. Ah, windowed full screen. You gotta get that right, or other it's just a real pain in the ass, man. It's just terrible. I've actually found, like, for some reason, it's something that in World of Warcraft it works really well when you've got, you know, when you've got your full screen sort of thing, and you can use multiple screens and that sort of thing. But there's actually I've found there are games out there that it just doesn't work well, and it's a real pain. Like, I think one of the ones I was playing recently, one of the more recent MMOs it's more Korean grinder style. It's a lot like that, where the full screen mode just it messes up every time you try to move off the screen. It just for some reason messes up, and it's really annoying. Yeah. But in the end, you know, at least we've got Hardcore Classic. It's not too bad. It's always good to have lots of bugs and stuff in a game. Sometimes they're what makes it fun. And sometimes deadly. why so often things like your elevator bosses and that sort of thing are just terrible. Missed my kick anyway, he dodged it. Ah, what? Missed my kick. Then I hadn't even managed to get crippling poison on him. Very disappointed. Alright, let's get down off this high place where a wrong step means certain death. Then I'll be able to breathe a little bit better. And we'll go hand in our quests. They're all to be handed in there, I think. One of the things I actually do prefer in the later expansions, so once Burning Crusade hit and all that sort of stuff, was the way they bundled the quests better. Which for me was probably one of the biggest improvements, in my opinion. Because otherwise it's just like you just end up with like haphazard quests with, oh, you've got one to do this and then there's nothing to do with that anymore. Whereas in, Burning Crusade, you still had some long quest lines, but you'd also had you'd get to like a certain step and there'd be like 8 other quests in that same area, so you'd be able to do a whole heap at once and do a good amount of actual leveling in one hit. Just sometimes feels like it's not really a thing here. But, that may just be me. That's perfectly fine as well. Always got to deal with the madman that runs your own brain. Still need to find this damn ore sample. Because I use almost no add-ons. Like I'm using Deadly Boss mods. I've got Deathlog and I've got Questy. Questy is the one that I'd say you should get. Like a lot of people are using guides and that sort of stuff. I don't like guides. I like to sort of be able to build my own adventure a bit more. And guides, it's literally you end up with an arrow going, go to here, now do this, go to here, now hearth, now set your hearth here, go here. I'm just like, I'm not having as much fun in that sort of way. Like with Questy, you can still see where you can get a lot of your quests and that sort of stuff. So like I can see there's actually quite a lot of level 30, 31 quests down there. I can still see where I need to go for them and doing that sort of stuff. But it doesn't hold my hand sort of thing. So, and I do have Deadly Boss mods. It's pretty unnecessary at the moment though. So I'm very basic when it comes to mods though. If I do get into raiding though, I'll probably be using some rogue weak auras. So that it's just a little bit easier for me to keep track of my rotation. And that's actually perfectly fine. If you find that it'll actually help you navigate that sort of stuff, go for it. I don't say people shouldn't do it or anything like that. I'm never going to say that. It's just for me, it doesn't. It ruins a bit of my fun, but for other people, it adds to their fun. And if it adds to your fun, you should 100% use it. I can't think of one at the moment, just because I don't use them. I don't actually know of any. But I know quite a few of the other ones. Who is it that actually... There's quite a few that do use them.
Be careful.
Can't think of any that actually list their mods though, which is really something that more of us should do, and actually list what add-ons and that sort of stuff we're using.
Farewell.
Ooh, level 30. Let me actually quickly, just while I'm here, let me have a quick look at what I might use, or at least try and use if I was using one. What are we looking at? We're looking for thing like that, because I know a few of them actually use, because they've actually got multiple they'll have like multiple tracks you can actually pick from. So you can even get them to do things like guide you in a either for like a speed run or for a safety run or anything, or things like that. They may even actually be weak auras. So it could even be that you'd look at weak auras for classic. Because I think those are the ones that generally are the more the ones that actually have the more stuff in them. But weak auras will do a lot of they tend to have a lot more custom stuff in there as well. And they can take a little bit of sort of tweaking to get right as well. Not really seeing anything in that sort of vein either. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably have a bit of a browse through CurseForge and that sort of thing to see if you can find any that suit you. Weak auras though will do like a lot of changes to your UI and all that sort of stuff. And if you depending on how much you want those changes, they can be a bit frustrating, that sort of stuff. Like, I don't really like weak auras that much most of the time. Depends on where I'm at with some of these things. Now I've got Blade Flurry. Blade Flurry. Need to put this on my bar. It is a DPS cooldown. I'll put it there. And I got rid of my Thistle Tea. Ah, so you're new to WoW. Can be difficult then. Starting most games fresh can be fairly difficult, of course. But
How may I aid you?
because CurseForge is essentially where you'll find a lot of your World of Warcraft add-ons and that sort of stuff. So, CurseForge, WoW add-ons. And it is where most people do get a lot of their stuff. And the main thing, especially if you're going to be, depending on the version of WoW you're playing, you need to kind of look to, like when you go into one of the add-ons, there'll always be a group of files and there'll be various different versions and that sort of stuff. So you always want to look for that one that is the version 1.12.1. Yeah, so you got the classic WoW pack. Yeah, so all of them, like when you go into your file versions, you look for the 1.12.1 version for all of them. I mean, your main add-ons that you want to look at are things like Questy, because that will help you navigate the world. So when you do go into your map, I'll full screen the map. So when you do go into your map like this, you'll get things like, because all of these things where you can see these quest pop-ups and everything, that's not on your vanilla map. That's all there because of Questy. So actually, because what I can do is I can show you a different one. If I can turn off Questy here and reload the UI. I'm flying, so I should be okay. So if we go into the map now, you see all of that's disappeared. So that's why one of the reasons why I like Questy. And with Questy as well, reload again, you can see whether or not those quests are within your range, because when you do mouse over them, you can see that one, Stinky's Escape, level 37, it's red. You don't want to look at that. You don't bother with that quest. You know, ones like this one, level 25, it's green. That one might be doable. Some of these are elite though, so you don't want to really do them, not by yourself anyway. So you'll see there where it's got the 26 plus for blue leaf tubers, and it says dungeon next to it. You're going to need a 5-man for that sort of thing. So it does help you essentially navigate the world quite a bit, and it doesn't give you an arrow for where you've got to go and that sort of stuff. So again, I do think Questy is going to give you that experience where it'll let you know where's good to go next just by looking at the map, but it's not going to hold your hand taking you there. It's not going to literally point an arrow in the direction you should go. So, and that's why I'd recommend that one. I mean, look, if you feel like botting, like, I'm not going to say I'm against it or anything, but Blizzard do have a habit of banning people that do bots. So you got to be careful on that one. So even though technically they make a lot more money when people are botting. So because if you're botting, you need to have your extra accounts and that sort of stuff. And to really get bots working properly, there's like a whole bunch of other add-ons and stuff you need. I haven't looked into it too much personally, but because I've played on a fair few private servers over the years, there's a lot of people that, you know, because those ones you can make as many accounts as you want on them. I know a few people that have done things like they'll do things like 25-man runs and that sort of stuff with 25 bots, and it's very interesting to try and get all their commands and everything set up. Well, I mean, if they can't ban you, you know, having some bots to assist might work well, but it very much adds the complexity to trying to live, though. Very much does. I'm not a judgy person when it comes to these things, though. You do you, and make sure you enjoy your experience. That is the important part. Oh, that's right. I meant to try and do that one while I was there. I forgot. Oh well, that's all right. The main thing is I'm now level 30, and I can do level 30 things. Don't know really what that means, but I can do it. I can do level 30 things. Like, we might have to try and take out... might have to go back over to... Oh, yeah. So the thing is, though, they can still ban you from accessing their servers. So, yeah. but if you've got if you are running your own private server, yeah, you can certainly you can have all sorts of bots, and there's a lot of add-ons and that sort of thing for that sort of stuff, where you can run multiple characters at once. Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense. I understand. Understand. I mean, I've played on so many private servers, and some that have even gotten cease and desists from Blizzard. It's good stuff. Garrot, yes. Ooh, finally, kidney shot. Know your rank of Sinister Strike. Disarm traps. Yep, definitely need that. Don't really have to put much on my bars for this, except for kidney shot, which can go here. Move all of that down. Yeah, you got to be careful on that one as well. Good old anti-cheat. What are we doing here? Be still, rogue. Let me share with you something important to our people, but far from obvious. We're Prayed Rouse. Prayed Rouse? What am I saying? Proud race, and the war with the humans tried to even throw us by patience. People first use diplomat. If the tale I've started piques your interest, find Keldren near the western exit of the city. His hovel is there. Alright, we'll go to a hovel. Why not? Who doesn't like a good hovel? Let's see what we find there. Is he gonna give us a quest where we've got to do horrible things? I'm guessing yes. Is it going to be something that's awful? Actually, that reminds me, if we go back to Ashenvale, Sharp Talon's now yellow. We can technically go and do that. But then I've got to go there. I'm just going there for one quest. Let's go to the hovel, and I'm going to have to work out what I'm going to do exactly. I mean, I could go down to... back down near where I was, go down to the Shimmering Flats and do a bunch of the level 30 quests there, because there's lots of killing stuff there. Though Battle for Hillsbrad and Elixir of Agony and potentially even Humbert Sword are a good idea too. I should actually be able to get the quest for, you know, that guy. Hellkiller's Rod, that's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. There should be the Hellkiller's Rod quest as well. Now available. This Hellkiller does have a fine rod. Or so I've heard.
Strength and honor. Victory.
Alright, speak to Takeda Steelblade in Desolus. Oh, Desolus. Really? But I've got like a tiny bit of will to live still. Can't let it go that easily. Level 30, level 30. So yeah, so there's plenty down here. There, I could do the incendiary I gave, but that I think is actually what a lot of that red is about there. There is the unrefined ore. There is a fair few things out in Desolus, but I mean it's all at level 33. What about you? There are more spies. No, it's level 35. I don't really want to mess with anything that high just yet. Like, this is where I'd normally go out to STV, because you can really start questing out in STV at this point. Where am I looking at? Yeah. This is where you can start getting like a lot of these sort of ones. To investigate the camp and do all that, but I'd like to actually add a couple of levels before I head out there. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go back to 1,000 Needles. I'll look at trying to do this Incendiary Cave quest. The water elementals that are around there are normally really they pack a punch. I should be over leveling them now, so that might work. And I want to get this unrefined ore sample as well, so yeah, let's do that. Let's go shrink those for the moment. So yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll hit 1,000 Needles. We'll do this one, we'll try to do that one, and we'll go to the Shimmering Flats and do a bunch of killing things down there. There's a few more levels, and I'll be able to look at Scarlet Monastery. Scarlet Monastery could be good. Now, I'm going to quickly fill up my my drink of water. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, I'm back. Oh, I managed to do that exact cliche thing where you turn the tap on, you start putting water into your glass, and you just end up distracted, staring off into the distance, talking to somebody, and you just end up with water just bubbling out everywhere and pissing all over your hand and all over the glass and everything, like you're in some sort of stupid cartoon. It's like, I'm so hopeless. This is like, it's the perfect day for me to be playing hardcore when my brain is so very switched off. It's just like, yep, this can only go well. Only go well. Let's be brain dead and attempt to play games. What a great idea. Especially a game where death is permanent. And would make me sad. But I've made it level 30. It's pretty kick-ass. I was not sure if I'd ever make it here, to be honest. But I have, and the next points that I'm putting out go into sword specialization. Now that I have Blade Flurry, the oh so lovely Blade Flurry. Oh, I've been wanting it so much. So it'll be sword weapon expertise. Probably aggression. I think Sinister Strike and Eviscerate are two of my main uses at the moment. And then Adrenaline Rush, because Adrenaline Rush combined with Blade Flurry means many things around you die. You just kind of just pump your cooldowns, you just evasion, Blade Flurry, Adrenaline Rush. Just scream as you just kill everything and hope that you don't die doing it. It's a horrible thing to do when you're in a dungeon. because that's going to kill people, get people killed. But, you know, if it's your last resort in a dungeon, just go for it. Because you're going to pull aggro doing it. Because you're just going to be pumping out the ridiculous amount of threat. And no sane tank is going to be able to keep up. Or even insane one, really. Yes. But of course, if we end up in a dungeon at some stage, and we end up with a shaman that drops a good old lucky Wind Fury totem, well then, that would be a whole other ball game. Then we can cause absolute mayhem, destruction, and horror. Because Wind Fury is wonderful. You just don't have poisons on your main hand, and you just unleash the doom. Make all of the killing and make all of the pain felt. It will be wonderful. A wonderful thing. Now that I've spent my small amount of gold leveling, let's go see if we can do this. Can I make it? I did. Have that moment of, I really shouldn't be trying to just make it. I should just fucking... It's like, no, just do it. Just go, get on there. Now, I'm going to be fighting elementals. Elementals don't often take poison damage. They definitely don't need crippling poison. I probably should have actually made some more poisons while I was back in town. Oh. I'll only put, what's it called? Instant poison on my main hand for these fights. Admittedly, I could probably actually do Steel Snap now as well. Because I could just Evasion, Blade Flurry, kill Steel Snap, vanish, loot Steel Snap's rib. Getting his rib's a weird one. What do we need his rib for? So as we hunt for honor. So as an honor thing, you take his rib. That's weird. Does that seem weird to everyone else? That you take an animal's rib, of all things? You know, most animals, like if you hunt them, you take a head, you take a skin. A rib. Why a rib? Why only one rib? Why not a rack of them? I'm not very good at this. Hardcore is not going to be easy to do as a new player at all. Okay, these ones are immune to poison. There are some people that are doing okay with it. A lot of them have coaching. But yeah, it's like I personally wouldn't recommend it. I've got a friend that's been playing a little bit of hardcore at the same time I'm doing it. He is unfortunately struggling to get above about level 18. So it's definitely not for the faint-hearted. Oh, the game is definitely not balanced. It's there is nothing that you'd call balanced about the game, to be honest. That's something that Blizzard has struggled with a lot over the years, and they've never really achieved it, I don't think. Now these guys are actually fairly hard to hit. You can see why so many people die to them. Oh, a stun as well. Oh, that's good. That's excellent. Sit down, we'll eat. Knock my headset off. 'Cause I'm hopeless. Yeah, I don't think Blizzard have really at any stage managed to be able to get their balancing of the game right. But I think part of the problem is, as well, is they've always been trying to balance PvE. Yeah, that's true, they do. And again, Blizzard does that as well. Like, there's plenty of drops in the game that are just super low or super easy to get. And yeah. So don't worry, they've managed to not balance it in pretty much every way. Now, I have the bonus of being able to see where these things are because of my track herbs, which according to that isn't even on. So what's going on there? What are we doing? Isn't it? Okay, whatever. That's not working. That's. I might need to reload my UI again to make my track herbs icon come up. So, I don't know. What is the 51% lowered miss hit chance? That's. That's good. Let's reload the UI. I just have to do a reload. Yeah. I'm going to say reload UI, but I don't need to say reload UI. Still isn't there. Why isn't it there? Should tell me just there if it's on. Doesn't want to. This is true. I mean, let's face it. No matter what, no matter how great a game is, there is no such thing as the perfect anything. You can have made the greatest game in history, and at the same time, there will still be detractors. There will still be people that will say, "No, this isn't quite good enough. I'm very sad about it. Makes me mad." You know. But I mean, well, let's face it, everything in life is going to have something like that. There is no winning, just various levels of losing. So that's what I always think anyway. In the end, find the things that you enjoy and enjoy them. Try not to ruin them for other people. That's how I go about things. Exactly. No matter what, you're going to get somebody throwing a tantrum. And even if you're like me and you're just like, I like playing games, I like playing this game because I like it, somebody is still going to, eventually going to be all up in arms at me because they've decided I'm wrong and I'm having fun incorrectly. I've seen it happen so many times. It's just, it's for some reason, a normal human thing. I don't know. I don't get it. So I always just tell people, are you having fun playing a game the way you are without spoiling other people's fun? If you are, you're playing it right and you should just keep doing that. So, I mean, I've known people that spend more time fishing in WoW than they do with anything else, and they actually just enjoy the fishing for. Like I don't know why it doesn't personally make sense to me, but they're enjoying it. They find it quite soothing. So cool, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not very good at being a gatekeeper. No. No. You need to hit him. Ooh, there's a gravel snout vermin here. Do you have things? No.
I don't have enough energy.
Boo!
Not enough energy.
I wanted that agave stuff. Ooh, elemental water. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that. No, we thank him. Did I thank him? Why isn't that working as well? Apparently I can't emote for reasons that are beyond me. I apparently cannot emote. Oh, so I actually think that's good. You wanna essentially play the game the way it was intended. That's awesome. And I think you should have a lot of fun doing that. I think that's very cool. And at the same time, if you actually find yourself not enjoying it, that's also fine. You're perfectly allowed to not enjoy it. You know, not everything is for everyone. Like I'm playing WoW, and I also play a lot of Total War, Warhammer, and other Total War games. And you know, it's a lot of games to play out there. A lot of TV shows. There's lots of everything out there. Have fun the way you want to. So I mean, and that's the thing. Like I use almost no add-ons. I don't use any add-ons that change my UI or anything like that. I've got all basic bags. I don't use there's add-ons you can get to change the way your bags look and all these sorts of things, and even organize them for you. And I don't use any of that. I quite enjoy the fairly basic experience. Always have. Hopefully I'll continue to enjoy it that way. But if I stop, then I stop enjoying it. It is perfectly fine. Alright. Let's kill this one and try and get this incendiary agave. So that will give me all 10 of those. Yeah, I think I find it funny how so many people as well. There's like just a huge amount of people that are just like, oh, I can't believe you're not using bag non or bag this or bag your balls, whatever the latest one's called. And it's just like, but I don't want to. And it's like, it seems to be a really big one with people. It's a more than almost any other add-on. People can get very over the top about the bag add-on they use or don't use, or I don't know. People can get strangely aggressive about some things. I don't know. Oh, well. Yeah. Who was I supposed to give that to again? Oh, okay. I've got to go all the way back to Thunderbluff to hand that in. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wonder if elemental water is worth anything on the auction house. I can't imagine it would be, but I might check. It's an ingredient in a few things. It might be worth putting on the auction house. Somebody might want it. Oh, jeez. My joints are hurting a bit too much. I do feel like I'm almost getting too old sometimes. It's quite sad. But I intend on gaming for as long as I can continue gaming in this world. One day I'll be like WoW Grandma. An older person playing games with young people telling them they're too old. I can't wait. You're too old for this. Yeah, well, I'm going to fuck you up in PvP, man. Let's go. Oh, well. It'll be right. It'll be fine. Let's head towards this ore sample and maybe this ore sample. I think this one's actually probably got a decent group. Why am I need to make my map a little bit smaller so that I'm watching where I'm going. Playing hardcore, yes, doing a great job of it. Head to roughly here. I think there's actually a half decent group of the sort of trog guys up here though. It's like it's one of those things. I've been playing this game for far too long, so I know where far too many of the mobs are for these things, even without using Questy. I'm just, you know, a little bit lazy, so I like to use Questy. Somebody's being through here. Is it like literally only just then? Okay. There's the possibility that they're a bot as well. So the way you can sort of tell with the way they sort of ran back to a point back there and then turned around to come this way. So they may just be a lone bot that is essentially doing gold farming. But leveling up to do gold farming. I want this wild steel bloom. It's not blue. There. I want the wild steel bloom. That's what I was trying to say before I lost the ability to speak. But yeah, see, they're sort of the way they're kind of doing things seems to make me think it's a bot. They may have just got themselves into trouble. That may not be very good for their botness. They are level 37 though, so they should be okay. These things are only level 30. There we go. Wild Steel Bloom. So the way the bots are programmed, because when it was fighting something over here, it sort of ran back, stopped, turned, and then went down here. And that's sort of the programming style the bots have. So they perform certain actions in a certain area, and they always run a certain way and do a certain thing. I think it was once when I was way back when I was actually a guild leader of a raiding guild back in 2005, 6, something like that. One of our priests actually got banned in WoW for botting, so he was using when outside of the raid, he was using a thing called glider, I think it was. And so what did it do is he was basically in a spot on one of the maps, and he'd be essentially doing it permanently, doing this circle, just killing things, and he didn't have to be there. Like when he actually got banned, he wasn't at his computer. I think he was like at work or something, and his character had just been going around this spot farming for like 4 hours or something like that. He got back and his account had been banned, and I was just like, cool, man. So you're not going to be at the raid then? And it was, yeah, it's a bit embarrassing for him. I found it fairly amusing. Okay, there you go. So there's me saying that I remember things. Obviously didn't, because it's just an orc war camp that's there. Doing well. So let's head to, since this guy doesn't seem to be here, just a corpse of one. Let's head over this way and see if we can find a couple here. And I'm going to grab these quests and we'll start doing those ones. And when I'm kind of done with doing those ones for the moment, we'll head off and get the flight path. I do need bruiseweed. Only got 4. Need more bruiseweed. Need to pick the flowers. First we pick the flowers, then we smell pretty, and girls will like us. Then they'll realise that I'm a WoW nerd, and then girls won't like us anymore. My wife will still like me, so that's fine. Unless I'm trying to pick up other girls, in which case she's not going to like me much more. I should work on that. Where was I? I was going for that unrefined ore sample. My unrefined murderer spree of this Pesticide Snarler.
I don't have enough. Not enough. I don't have enough.
I wouldn't kill you, but you started the fight. Just because I was walking past you doesn't mean gives you the right to attack me. I'm the innocent party here. Just innocently here trying to find a different thing that I want to kill. Why aren't there more of them? Why, Blizzard? Why do you do this to me? They just put one amongst a whole bunch of other things. Really annoying. I swear they did it deliberately. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, by the way. No, I mean, come on. Why? Why do you never have it either? He's the one. He's the one that's going to be over here. There are no other ones over here. Just him. And he probably got like a 15-minute respawn. I'm not sure, to be honest. Might be. Let me check. Where am I? What am I doing here? Drums of War is... yeah, patch 1.12 is Drums of War, which was the 2006 patch. So that will have some fixes in it compared to straight up patch 1. But it is one of the very early patches, and it is a pre-DLC patch. So there's no DLCs or anything included in that. So So it's basically the vanilla experience. I think the version this actually is 1.12. So I think this is the Drums of War version. Or if I might actually be able to quickly check that even.
Not enough energy.
Let's just go back into Stealthy Boy version mode. See if there's an about anywhere here. It's probably not going to give me anything, is it? No. Yeah, I think this might be that version. Oh, support. Do you give me anything, or just a spinny swirly screen? No, you're not gonna tell me anything. Why would I expect that? But yeah, this is Drums of War is 1.12. So I think just trying to remember what patch Naxxramas was. I'm too old to find that part of my memory, unfortunately. That part of my database might be corrupted. My AI is not working well. I mean, I'm a normal human, not an AI at all. Which is totally why I always pass the "Are you a robot?" things. Nearly called them quests. Are you a robot quest? Are you a robot? This is a quest. Ooh, a quest. Yay! I like quests. My brain is very not good at holding on to a single thought sometimes. It sees like 4 tangents and tries to go down all of them. It wants all of the tangenting. So many quests. So hardened shells, salt flats, venom, rocket car parts. You can do all of that just here. Load lightning's just here. Bumping the road. Yeah, that should be okay. Because things like load lightning and that sort of stuff is from the birds. That's the hardened carapace things, and there's things for the scorpids and all of the quests. Nice big bundle of them. Nice big bundle. Ooh, that's right. I can make a bunch of silk bandages because I've got a whole bunch of silk. Of course. I was literally thinking, oh, you know, I can't make silk bandages because I need to do, but no, I can make them. I just should use up more of my heavy wool bandages before I...
You got my attention. Watch your back.
Go to Stranglethorn, we can do that.
Off with you.
Go to Ratchet, we can do that. 30 rocket car parts, we can do that. Talk to some gnomes, that kind of hurts me in my bones, but we'll do that anyway.
You're a tall one. Be seeing you. Off and away.
It's the gnomes, they hurt. It hurts. Where are we at? We'll go through around here, through here, up around, poke this guy in the face. Hollow vulture bones, yep. And we'll get bump in the road as well. All the way over here. And this place is now lit up like a Christmas tree. With all of the various things I can kill to get stuff.
Greetings, traveler.
Saltstone. Oh, yep, that's right. That's a bit of everything. There's like 3 different types of the basilisks. As you can see, they're level 35 ones. I'm not going to go fuck with those. But he's like a level 32 one. I can kill him. Well, probably. Probably kill the level... I'm still going to avoid the level 32 ones. let's just go super instant poison, because these things shouldn't run... Things around here shouldn't run away. I don't think. So we'll go all out on the instant poison. Let's go see if we can hunt down some vultures, I think, to start. Even though I think vultures will disease me. You got to watch out for the guys driving around. End up exploding against a wall. But you know, somebody's got to do it. Oh, traffic! Please, maniac! At least have a loud exhaust first, because if you don't have a loud exhaust, we're not going to be able to hear you coming. That's my theory. That's why my car has a loud exhaust. Not really, but, you know. It has a loud exhaust.
I don't have enough energy.
Oh. I think I smacked the microphone there. If I did, I'm sorry.
Not enough energy.
If I didn't, I'll try harder next time. It's good. Vulture bone, always a good start. Straight away, bam. King's blood, always good. And even a herbalism point. Now, I don't need to sneak up on these things that much. I'm going to anyway.
Do that yet.
I've got a kidney shot now, which is good.
I don't have enough.
That should keep things
I don't have
going well. Be very helpful in dungeons when we're trying to stay alive. Mystery meat's a good one to get as well. A lot of these meats, so mystery meat, stringy vulture meat, tends to be a few different patterns for them, so I'm gonna try and hold on to the various meats I get so that I can either increase my cooking skill or at least get things that are cooked.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough.
Ruh-roh. Let's take that. I need to bandage a little bit. There we go. You may not need to actually restart the client. You may just be able to type in /reload like this. And you'll see that happen. So depending on the client, that may get them to work or not. If you've got a main menu with add-ons on here, you make sure they're set up on there. And if you actually undo them there, it may tell you that to do a reload. Depends on the client you're using though. I think on the older clients it didn't have that option. But again, it does depend on the plugin as well. So not all of them will do it, but try a reload first, because that's the faster way of doing it. Alrighty.
Not enough.
Next scavenger to go down is you.
I don't have enough. Not enough.
Yes, I need your bones.
I don't have enough energy.
This is nice of them. They've all got bones. How rare for a creature to actually have the things that make it a creature. Who'd have thought it, eh? Just wait till I get to go to, like, Blasted Lands or whatever it's called, and I've got to go hunting for basilisk brains. And the amount of them that do not have brains, just amazing. Alright, that's that bit cleaned out. Let's go see if what we can find that is not orange. I want to find things that are yellow, like this Scorpid Reaver, who will poison us. But I'm going to fight him anyway. So I reckon I can beat him. Because I have insanity on my side. And the ability to stubbornly believe that I'm right. No matter what happens. Oh no, it's alright. It's a turtle. They're not angry. A 3-minute poison? And it reduces strength and agility. Oh. You're kidding, right? And, oh, that's just awful. Alright. Anti-venoming that. Yeah, well, that's the funny thing with the clients is sometimes it, like, still isn't a thing, where it still doesn't work. I know, it does sound very strange, where sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't work. Some clients it'll work on and that, but I've come across very strange things over the years. So, but yeah, I'd still say try using the /reload command first. And if that doesn't work, then yeah, you'll need to restart the client. I mean, if you install a bunch of them anyway, it's probably still better just to restart the client anyway. Hello? That's that hunter from before. Interesting. Ooh. Salty scorpid venom. Delicious. Alright. Next.
I don't have enough. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Definitely not fighting the level 35 turtle.
Not enough.
Oh yes, there's 2 hunters here. Yes, you can see the way they're running as well. That's they're definitely going to be gold farmers if they reach level 60. They have all the little tells of the way they move. That was terribly done. Did not distract that scorpion at all. Scorpion? Scorpid at all. And apparently it's very good at parrying. Stop parrying me. That's very rude. I need to take your venom. Or your tears or something. Do I need somebody's tears? I'm sure there were tears I was supposed to get or something. Main thing is I got some salty scorpid venom. Let's do some stealth eating. Yep. Good. Yep. Let's go. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably like screw with those hunter bots and train mobs and stuff onto them. But I don't know. I just doesn't really bother me that they're trying to do the whole botting and probably selling gold. In the end, it's not like Blizzard probably doesn't endorse some of them anyway. So. Well, let's fight this turtle. He's my level. May as well try and get some of the hardened tortoise shells. Good thing about fighting the turtles as well, I can stand them amongst a whole bunch of them. And I don't aggro anything else. Good old yellow mobs. There is just not enough of them sometimes. Let's go get this one. Good thing is that one gave me some turtle meat. Turtle meat's great. So I've got a
Far away.
pattern that uses turtle meat. Oh, and I hit. See, I finished too early. It's no good. These are the dangers, you know. You jump on something in as a rogue, and before you know it, it's one cheap shot after another, and you finish too early. It's no good. And I just remembered, I actually have some soothing turtle bisque and some big bear steaks. And they improve my stamina and spirit for 15 minutes. So I should have been using them. Distract him. Now we'll slowly, apparently, attack him. Uh-oh. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Oof. Those moments where it's like the game pauses. It's like, this ain't good. This is where I die. Let's make a little bit of room in the bag. We don't need the catfish. That's a quest item. I want to keep that. I want to keep the vulture meat. Just start collecting a lot of stuff. Alright, well, let's grab some rocket parts while we're here as well. Nice safe spot to grab rocket parts while one of the bots is botting around there. I mean, look at the name on it. It's just smack my hand on the keyboard name. Silly bots. Silly, silly bots. Blizzard will eventually ban their accounts and it'll all go wrong for them. Then they'll probably just start again and usual cycle happens. It's not even very, it's completely not unusual for any MMO either to have bots in them and gold farming and that sort of stuff. It's not even a slightly unusual. I made a game and it will be exploited for other people's profit. That's the way it works. All things must be done this way. Hopefully he doesn't steal my tortoise. My tortoise.
I don't have enough. Not enough. I don't have enough energy.
Apparently I don't have enough energy. Who would have thought it, eh? I mean, if you were actually just trying to level, like, botting is not really that bad of a way to try and level in something like this, because it's the only reason farming isn't a good way to level in it is because your what's it called? Your XP gain is not going to be the best, so you are going to take a bit longer to gain levels and whatnot. Again, if you're not too concerned, you know, my opinion is have fun. I don't know if botting's going to be a lot of fun, but, you know, could get you where you needed to go. Hardcore is not exactly the easiest to level in. At least it's not a PvP server. PvP hardcore would just be absolute chaos and insanity. I feel like these two are almost circling me. Like, I don't like this at all. I'm starting to get worried if Blizzard decide to actually ban these two right now, I might get caught up in it. Like, it wasn't me! I'm a real boy, I swear. Go over there, please. I'm trying to sneak up on you here. Up. Going through my poison charges quickly. Gonna need to make more poisons. That's not good. Getting a bit low on health there. Oh, whoops. That wasn't the finishing move I meant to use. It's an interesting ability that the Scorpion just used. Oh. Oh, and of course I'm poisoned now. I need to re-poison my main hand. Use some anti-venom on myself. Alright. Interesting that they're using boars as well. That one hasn't even renamed its boar. Oh, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't use one of those. It's fine. Oh, yeah, you tried to use the anti-venom and it didn't work, apparently. Okay. Alright. Anti-venom is a bit low level now. Oh, let's just head up to these turtles and ignore the bot. There we go. I use up a lot. I get a lot more poison hits with my main hand. It is to be expected, of course, because my main hand hits more. Apparently my desk has weird spots on it. Aren't quite flat. Can't carry anymore. Most of this stuff. I don't need bubbling water. Okay, I'll get rid of the elemental water as well. Let's put our quest items here. We'll continue killing Tweedles. Tweedles. Delicious Tweedles. Alright. More Tweedles, please. Oh, car part. It's just like real life. I'm always collecting car parts. Some of them are even on my car. Some of them are for a car that I haven't owned in 10 years. But their part is still sitting in my cupboard. Why would I do a thing like that? Because I'm just too lazy to put it on eBay. Should even be able to get a couple of $100 for it. Should do that. Anyway. I'll have forgotten it before I finish this sentence. What was I talking about again? Never mind. Can't have been important. That we'll bandage just to get rid of, just to get our health up just a little bit. Let's go play with a basilisk. There are so many farming hunters here. That's another one. Awesome. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could be of assistance. Alright, car parts. More car parts. Need the rocket cars to go rocketing. I need to get further away from the whatever they are, guys. The farmy guys. So I have less competition for things. Because as you can see, there are no mobs over here. This makes me sad. I'll go kill this one. Come here a minute. Need to talk to you. Need to talk to you about your used car warranty. It's almost expired. It has now expired. Okay, let's see. The ruined? Refined ore guy should be somewhere up here as well.
Not enough.
Let me guess, he's not going to be around here at the moment. Yeah, looks like he's busy somewhere else. Eating food at some sort of izakaya somewhere. Making me sad because he's eating good izakaya food. And all I'm doing is drinking water. Living it up on sake. Of course, technically I could have been having some plum wine. Because I do have plum wine in the fridge. It's delicious. Oh, maybe tomorrow.
Not enough.
For now, we will continue killing turtles.
Not enough.
Ooh, more turtle meat. That's good. I should have... Oh, huge amount. Huge. 3 turtle meat. Maybe I can't actually learn that. Maybe I haven't learnt that one yet. Oh well. Still, we'll gather the turtle meat. When I can, I'll then be able to make a soothing turtle bisque. It will be delicious. That'll be all delicious turtles. And I'll be like, damn it, these scorpion puts me. It really is the height of root. It's like, did you see me going around poisoning things? Don't look at that up there. But would you see me doing that? No, I'd never do a thing like that. It's too cruel and awful. Up to level 25, that means... Oh, so it still sometimes works. I think it's just guaranteed prior to level 25 that it'll work. After level 25, it's a bit more... maybe. And as it gets higher and higher, the chance of it actually working drop. Do some fooding. These are not very meaty turtles, apparently. Apparently, not a lot of them seem to have hardened shells either, so... Don't know what's going on there. They might want to work on that. You know, if you're going to be a turtle and you're going to have a hardened shell... Oh, really? Fine. Apparently they only stack up to 20. Alright then. It's a little bit annoying, but sure. Couldn't just have them stack up to the 30 required for the quest. No. This way you've got to have a full 20 stack and half stack, because that makes lots of sense. Oh. Makes me want to finish the quest more. So I might head back over to where all the buzzards were, because I should be able to get the remaining hollow bones off of them. We'll kill turtles along the way as well. Do some along the way stuff. Bit of along the way killing. Speaking of buzzards, there's one now. And there's a few turtles over here, so I may as well just kill them while I'm here. Killer of opportunity. Is what it is. I really, really need to level up my poisons as well.
I don't have enough energy.
There we go. Another hollow bone. Sneak up on this turtle. As you can see, this is the Australian reticulated turtle. He likes long walks on the beach and hugging his mother at midnight, which is a bit weird, really. So what we're gonna do is kill him and see if he's got a hardened shell. He doesn't. Didn't even have meat on him. No meat on his bones. Jeez. Ah, well. No meat, no nothing. Just car parts. Well, the turtle didn't have car parts. That would be really weird. Why is a turtle carrying around car parts? Where is it carrying the car parts? Is it carrying them in its mouth? Underneath its shell? Keep it precariously balanced on its head? Maybe he's taking them to market. I've spoiled his entire way of life. Now the turtle's family is going to go hungry. It's all because of me. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. The farming hunters are still around. They will never leave. Not until the server restarts. Whenever that will be. Who knows? Who knows? We'll take out this basilisk. He has managed to raise my ire. Therefore, he must be defeated. Let's see if we can get some of his tears. I assume that's what we get off them anyway. No, apparently we're just taking his spine. Fine. Take his spine then. Jeez. It does feel like a bit of a weird thing to loot off a creature. What did you get out of that? Oh, I decided to take his spine. Why? Oh. Just, it was sticking out of him a bit, so I thought, you know, maybe I can use it as the post for my letterbox. Yeah, I'm sure the postie won't mind. It's great. Oh, that one, that's a good turtle. Not only is he a meaty turtle, but he's got a hardened turtle shell as well. Like, see, that's an evolved turtle right there. Ready to hit the town and your face. I will take out this basilisk over here. Come on. Get me. Yeah. I know later on, I'm sure there's basilisks that stun you as well. I know there's definitely some in Stranglethorn. These guys don't seem to have the same thing. Maybe it's actually some ones over the other side as well. The higher level ones might do it. Alright, grab this car part. It's the last of the car parts I need. Still plenty of salty scorpion venom I need. Let's see. There, last of the car parks. Car parts, done. And off we go.
Not enough.
Yeah, I probably should have healed after that last one that I fought. That would have been a smarter thing to do. But, you know, no one raised a smart boy. Just one that likes fighting. Well, in-game fighting anyway. Outside of game, I'm more lazy. And these days, I feel like I'm starting to take a worrying amount of naps.
Inventory is full.
Alright then, my inventory is full again. So let's not worry too much about the inventory being full. Let's just get our way past all of these crazed bot hunters. Kill ourselves another vulture. Because for some reason these guys have the 100% drop rate, but the nothing else does. I don't get it. You always get bones, but you don't always get shells. Bit weird. You don't always get scorpion stuff either. He's probably going to attack that scorpion. Oh no, looks like he's hearthing. Bags must be full. That's another way you can tell it's a bot, because he hearthed. He didn't go and hand in any quests. And if you're fighting these things, it's for quests. So I don't know. Don't know. So the worst thing about these poisons is I can't use bandages to get rid of them. Or bandages to heal when I've got one. Because the damage from the poison stops the bandage from working. And that just completely screws me up. So, I don't know. Very annoying. Instead I have to eat my expensive food that I fished up for free ages ago. Ages and ages ago. Notice the latest thing on Twitch as well is just bots coming in and wanting you to add them on Discord. It just seems to be a thing. Add me on Discord so I know when your streams are starting. That's it's not a thing. Not a thing, buddy. So of course, that'd be the whole thing with if they weren't a bot, what they do is to know when you're going to be streaming on something like Twitch, they'd follow you and turn on the notifications. Because that's how it actually works. So, fail bot is fail, I guess. Well, that's alright. I'm not going to be offended by it too many other things to be offended by. Like, I don't know. I'm too lazy to be offended by most things. Even people that want to offend me.
Not enough.
Generally doesn't work.
I don't have enough. Not enough.
That's last of my water. And I still need 3 turtle shells. And I still only have up to 6 meat. Crazy meatless turtles. I want to use some of my bandages, which is why I'm just kind of letting the poison run its course. And just get some natural healing in before I fight this guy, because it's the only one over here that's of a level that I'd like to fight. I think I've got enough health now. Quick succession of combo points up. Oop. Yeah, health is dipping a bit too far there. Bit further than I'd like it to. Oh, jeez. Oh, getting old. All of the things are hurting. Alright, let's go hand in what quests I can. I've got rocket car parts, I've got load lightning. We want to head to Thunderbluff to hand in this as well. Hammett, Nessingwary, no. We can go to Wharfmaster Dizzywig and hand this one in. That's just to Ratchet. We'll head off and do some of that. Test of endurance, eh? Bring Grenka's Claw to Dawn Plain Strider. Still have Steel Snap I should do at some stage. I've got 4 quests to hand in, so that's alright. That will give me a little bit of a boost. Boost to experience. To industry. Then I will head south to Tanaris and I'll get that flight path, and that's where we're going to head north from.
Talk to me.
Here you go. Have some vulture bones. Speak to Gazlo in Ratchet. Okay, that's more than one I've got to do in Ratchet. That's good. Gives me an even better reason to go to Ratchet. Which is good. Here you go. You can have your car parts.
Watch, get her back.
Good work, buddy. Bit of cash for me. That's always nice too. Did do my level 30 training, didn't I? I did. Yes. Yes, I know what I've done. I swear, I'm not a complete nuttergumby, and I know all of the things that I've done. I remember them well. I remember them that like they were talkies back in the 1960s. Don't actually know if they were called talkies back then. I wasn't alive back then, so. But, you know, I've got to say these things. It's the way of the world. It's how I do things. Why not? Why not say things that are completely mad sometimes? Otherwise, people will start thinking I'm insane. That could be a problem. Couple of quests. That's right. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I'll need to sell now as well. Vulture meat and that. I'm going to chuck them in the bank. Because meat doesn't go off in the bank, so So if you're ever wondering, buy yourself some steak, take it to the bank, and they'll call you a complete nutter for attempting to put meat in the bank. I'm not really a very good advice person, let's face it. You know. Oh, see, I've got an ability where I just talk forever about nothing. I'm very good at it, apparently. Which is why I'm so good at streaming, I suppose, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I can just sit here and waffle on about whatever it is my brain goes on about. We had a Thunderbluff to hand in our Sacred Fire, I think. Oh, so you may have just clicked on something. Who knows? Click on something off screen before you know it. You've paused something you didn't mean to, or who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So, hand in the quests. I still haven't got an unrefined ore sample. I feel like that quest is going to be with me to the grave at the moment. It's just painful. But that's okay. We'll somehow persevere. Then I've got to head across to Ratchet to hand in my 2 red quests, because they'll just send me on to somewhere else. They're just like the in-between quests, in between where something might try and kill you or not, which is always good. Nothing horrible is going to crawl out and attempt to eat my face. Not this time, at least. Not this time. Maybe later, but you know. I live in Australia. You never know when something horrible is going to come crawling out of somewhere and try to eat your face. I was just killing wasps earlier today. Hopefully killing wasps, anyway. I've still got more to kill. There's a whole bunch of wasp nests around the house. It's great. I always feel like I'm surrounded by death. I don't think these ones are actually... These ones are the stingy, owie kind, not the... Oh dear, you've got wasp venom in you. You're now going to die kind. So I think I'm okay. Don't think it's too dangerous. Which again, unusual for Australia, for something not to be able to kill you. But oh well. I got to see a fun thing in the news today for Australia, and it's one of those things where there's the authorities that are in charge of venom and that sort of stuff in Australia. So for creating anti-venoms and that sort of thing, they want just to start trying to catch funnel web spiders, so that they can get the venom out of them, so that they can, essentially milk the spiders so that we can create anti-venom. So basically, we're now being encouraged to catch some of the deadliest spiders in the world so that we can avoid getting killed by their venom. Which, I don't know, for some reason to me that just doesn't sound like a great idea. Also, I live in a part of Australia where I don't have to worry about funnel web spiders, so that's good. It's good. Well, I don't have to at the moment. They seem to spread occasionally, which ain't much fun. I don't like how these things sort of happen. It's just, the next deadly thing is now here to kill you. Congratulations. How? Why are we finding new and exciting ways to be killed around here? What's going on? Uh-oh. Wife's cat stalking the place. So at the moment I've got 41 of 150. I know there's a couple of other poisons I can get at about 100 or so. So I'll have to work on getting poisons up. Things like that I'll do off stream because they're not dangerous, not going to get me killed in any way. So it's literally just me standing there going with a couple of flasks things in my hand as I make poisons. So I'll do that off stream later. Now, send you a cave. Where do we hand you in? Over there. Cool. Let's make sure we don't completely just fall down the middle. No, in non-hardcore versions of WoW, when you get off the flight path, you just kind of go blah, and you bounce around in there. Well, I do. Sort of bounce around to each side, and I don't really think about it. But for some reason, this one, I'm like, I'm just gonna run down the normal ramp here. Not going to risk my life in any way, shape, or form. Wow, the durability on some of my stuff's getting quite low. I haven't been to repair in a while. I should do that. Don't want to end up with like a 0 durability sword. Alright. Slay Slay who? Arakara. Bring her remains. Yep. Yep. Is this in any way going to kill me? It is. It's an elite quest. Tossed it into the fire of life. Oh, that's right. I remember this one. She's a big thingy at the top of the thingy. Yeah, I will actually do that one in a couple of levels. That'll just require some evasion, maybe some stunning, bit of blade flurry. It'll be right. She'll be right. What could an elite do to me? Other than kill me horribly. And have people laugh at me on the internet. Meat vendor's not the one I'm after. I'm after some kind of... war harness vendor? Do you repair things? Yes. You do. Here, buy all of this crap as well while I'm here. Thanks. Thanks for taking my stuff. And fixing my things. We want to go to Ratchet now.
Well met.
Let's go, Ratchet. Hey-ya. One of the things you can do on private servers is you can do things like set it up so that you've got instant flight paths, which is so nice. Like, if you have played the game a lot and you've done a lot of the flying about the place, it does wear on you after a while, because you're just seeing the same scenery for the 4,000th time that you've had a quest to go take boar testicles from Frank's Meat Factory to Jeff's Boar Testicle Emporium. You're just like, oh, I'm doing this flying thing again. Come on. And it's just like, oh, it just hurts sometimes. And all Frank wants to do is tell you about boar testicles, because, you know, his life is boar testicles, you know. It's like, come on, man. It's just not the play. not the play. I don't know. Seem to have done fairly well for followers on Twitch today. That's unusual. Well, it's good. So I am trying to stream a lot more than I used to. I'm still bringing out videos every 4 times a week, I think I'm doing. So I'm really pushing at the moment to try and improve what I do on the channel and everything. And it is because I've got this push to not have a normal job anymore. It's what I would really like to do. So far it's not working that great, but you never know. You never know how things are going to change. So I will continue pushing towards my goals. I have goals. It's very unusual for me. 40 years I've very rarely had goals. So we'll see how we go when we've actually got something to work towards. Oh yeah, I'm not going to stress over it or anything. Like I've learnt over the years that you've got so many things that, you know, because it's like, even when it's like I've got a very good ability to, when I leave work at the end of a day, to just shut work out. That's it. Work is done. I don't think about that anymore until I'm literally at work the next day. Sometimes I can do it so well that I actually literally have trouble remembering where I work. So, and I think that's a really good ability. So I've learnt not to carry a lot of stress with me about work and that sort of stuff. And because of that, I don't really feel like I want to. I want to be a full-time streamer one day, probably many years down in the future.
I sure could use your help, kid.
But it's one of those things. It will take as long as it takes, and I'll just keep doing it. Just keep going. Just keep cruising along, and try and enjoy what I'm doing. Because in the end, that's the main thing. I want to enjoy it. I've gotten old enough now, I want to enjoy what I do. I think that is fair. We should all be allowed to enjoy what we do.
Have a good one.
Ring Travels Part 2 Shimmering Flats. There we go. For a level 37 quest, I think that one is. That's a lot of experience for not having to fight a lot of stuff. But what I'm now going to do, I'm not actually going to go back to Shimmering Flats just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head to Orgrimmar. And I'm actually going to end the stream here. All I'm going to do in Orgrimmar is I'm going to do some more poison making to get my poisons up, and I'll probably look at the auction house for a little bit. But I am going to end stream here. Got some stuff I need to chuck in the bank, some meats and whatnot, and that'll be it for me. I've been Dapper Ninja again. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I've been at least slightly entertaining, or at least distracting from everything else. Why did you open? What are you doing? So I hope hope it's been good, and I will see you. Well, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. So I hope everyone has a good one. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch, and I will see you later.